okay with it. Cool. Is he's pissed off at it.
We in there. Trunks and Vegeta's fuse. Cool. Get in there.
Jiren?
Yep.
Anything Jiren is like, nah. My girl Belle took me straight to the top.
Why am I not surprised, Belle?
They weren't ready for it.
You almost lost to a Ganon.
You don't. That's the story of my life.
You're almost losing to a Ganon?
Almost losing the Ganon. Because no matter who you are, you're always one hit away from almost losing to a Ganon. It's not fair.
Is Ganon really that
I'm just imagining,
strong?
like, just milestone moments of your life, like graduating high school. You almost failed. It's just your teacher stamping an F on your paper. Doria!
Go to your job interview for your current job, and he's just waiting there behind the door, charging the kick, just waiting.
All right, let me open this door to the workshop. No! Pokemon had another little trailer thing. Showed off some new Dynamax forms, which are like the giant forms. Charizard looks fucking
So dumb.
I'm so
I
tired
hate
of
all
Pokemon.
of it. How y'all hitting 1,000 with all the humans and the Pokemon are just stinking up the joint. That coffin looks so dumb.
I like Dynamax Charizard. He looks pretty fucking
They
sick.
keep willing out Charizard.
And I'm okay with that.
I'm sick of it. Blastoise and Venusaur gets no kind of love. Char is always Charizard, and I'm sick of it.
It's because Charizard, man.
Yeah. Charizard the best.
He's not the best.
He is the best.
Charizard the best.
He's not.
But
He is.
so they showed off a bunch of different Dynamax forms, and they have ones for the Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. And I just love the fact that Let's Go Pikachu's Dynamax form is just original fat Pikachu.
Seriously,
It is
it's
all
amazing.
it is.
Can we talk
It
about
is-
Meowths, though?
I hate it. It looks so stupid.
Long cat.
I hate it.
Very long cat.
Yeah.
Like, Pikachu's like, oh, okay, that's a cute callback. Meowth. Wait, guys, what the fuck?
That's the,
That-
you know. That was the drugs finally kicking in. Like, they had some good designs, and then, like, at the peak of the creative portion of their high, they made Sirfetch'd, who's amazing. And then then they lost the buzz, and Dynamax Meowth came out of it. Robert Downey Jr.'s Doolittle.
Oh,
The-
did you see
The accent
the Reddit,
is the accent is the thing.
Uh-huh.
see the Reddit stuff?
No.
Wait, what?
The Reddit stuff surrounding Doolittle. There was a dude that was working on a production company, and he just started releasing information. So the director was a piece of that clearly was out of his league and did not know what he was doing and
Oh, great.
micromanaging everything. So they would be shooting for the day, and the people would go, "So where are the animals going to be placed? Because we need to know where Downey's going to be standing, so we can place the animals there in post." And he goes, we'll figure it out. Just get this shot of shooting."
Hmm.
Great.
And there's like 5 stories of that.
We'll just
Interesting.
we'll feel it out. Great.
The dude ended it with, "I don't know who the production company is that they brought in, but if they can make it even watchable, they all deserve a raise." So he's thinking this is gonna be a dumpster fire.
Interesting.
I'd believe it. Which would be very sad for Downey, I feel like. He'd just kind of be annoyed.
Who cares? He doesn't care.
Oh, he doesn't.
need it.
He's-
This
he's
dude
made his
is
money.
doing. This is a passion project out there.
Yeah.
He's like, whatever, friggin' dog movie, polar bear, let's rock it.
Yeah,
He don't need this.
He's set for life.
Oh yeah, he's done. He's 100% done.
If they just go, "This guy's eating 5 devil fruits," I'm nobody wants to see that. Because it's such a
you
drop
say
from
that.
the Oda quality.
You say that.
You say that, BG, but we got Jinbei fans out there.
You have
Pumping
Jinbei
they fist.
stands out there. People who stand
Everybody
Jinbei.
wants to see SS5 Goku.
Everybody's waiting for that next one.
I think people just want Super Saiyan 4 back.
Oh, definitely. It's the best form. It's the best form.
It's the best form.
I just
But
so
nobody-
on that
Go
note,
ahead.
you guys just put out the first episode of A New Revisited.
Oh, it was so fun. It
Was it,
wasn't
DA?
fun at all.
Was it?
I got so angry, and I'm like, I hate feeling this way. Then I just got drained of energy. I'm like, well, at least I know that I'm not a murderer or anything. It's like, all right, take me in, officer. I did it. Because I just got drained for like 5 minutes. I'm like, I gotta keep the energy up, and I'm just like, oh, BG, go on a huge rant. And BG's like, well, that sucks. Pause, look at me. I'm like, I'm done.
Oh no.
Take the ball, BG.
Oh no. No, sir.
You
Because,
dribbling the rest of this shot clock out, my friend.
The issue with that was you went 4.5 minutes. We played about 20 seconds. I went for maybe 40 seconds, and then you jumped right back in. So I'm like, oh, he's got more in him. And then for the beginning of part 2, you go on another rant.
Oh.
And then you just, for like 5 minutes, go, yeah, I don't know. And I'm like, oh, he threw.
Oh, he used it all up. He got nothing left.
You threw it all at
I'm
the
not
spirit
an
bomb and still
I'm
had
not an
14
angry
more episodes to
person.
go.
But this dude was talking all this hot nonsense.
Yeah, that was terrible.
And I just exploded like 3 times. And then I just went. And it wasn't like fun. Genlock sucks. Oh my goodness. This was like, dude, you're doing stuff that legitimately pisses me off.
He was so mad.
Did y'all see that updated Sonic?
Yes.
I was
No.
gonna get to that after this.
Okay.
We stand with movies.
all right. Yes, he looks so much better.
Look good.
Oh, what
It
happened,
looks
BA?
big good.
You were the one talking about.
No, I said it looked fine. Now
Uh-huh.
I'm saying it looks good.
Bruh,
I never said that looked good.
bruh,
I was on the fine train.
that train was a crashing because he wasn't fine.
Yeah.
He wasn't okay.
We still doing this.
He wasn't a 5.56.
We still doing.
He was
this.
a 2.
That is
That looks so much
very
better.
correct.
Yeah,
It looks so much better.
I said there was always room for improvement.
You're
That I always said.
There was
that.
only room for improvement. That was a lead titanium inlaid fucking ground you had to dig to get worse.
It wasn't going to be worse, kid.
Google was saying how their technology is going to be so advanced that they're going to have something called negative latency, which doesn't fucking exist.
Mm-hmm.
Latency, by its very definition, is delay. You can't go negative with delay. It's no longer latency at that point. And at that point, too, what they're saying is the game is going to play itself. So, BG, if you for some reason decided to get Stadia and got Mortal Kombat for it and wanted to be the best online at Google Stadia Mortal Kombat, your inputs will be predicted. How does that make you feel?
It ain't going to happen. So, who cares?
Oh no, I
That's
think
like
I think that technology could feasibly happen. I just think it's stupid.
I don't think it could because
Like,
I feel
think
like to be
it's not going to be
What?
stupid accurate, but like based upon how you're playing the game, trends of like how you play certain things, and like it gathering information, I can totally see an algorithm guessing what you're going to press, and like I would assume there's probably like contingencies where it do like 1 or 2 inputs or 1 and 2 commands. Say if you're like pressing a bunch of buttons and then stopped, it would do like 3 more things and then stop when it realized, oh, you're not sending shit in, like you're not inputting stuff anymore.
Yeah, no, that's not.
I just
gonna
don't
work
think
for
it's
fighting game.
Yeah,
That's not
or
gonna,
shooters.
if you're playing a shooter and you get shot to the side, are you gonna run? Are you gonna turn around and try to shoot back? Are you gonna...
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Podcast of Stuff, episode 222. Oh, boy. It has been a long day. A
Been
very,
a long weekend, sir.
very long day.
Same amount of time as any other day.
That's
That's
Some
not
of
how
us-
time works, Mike.
Some of us have been streaming all fucking day.
Oh, really? Uh-oh.
So, hello, everybody. This is going to be some news and then basically just kind of talking about the E3 stuff. Is he even here to time out?
I don't
No.
care.
Oh.
Don't even care.
Oh.
Oh my god. So right now, Ralph is MIA, so Versus is joining us on this episode. Hey Versus, how's it going?
I apologize in advance to the audience.
Good man. Good man.
Always be humble. Always be apologetic.
Unless you work in service industry, spit on people.
Yep. So,
I used to.
Good. Spit on people. Good.
say yes. As always, weekly reminder, Black Lives Matter, stop Asian hate, get your vaccine, and if you don't, and if you kind of do, still wear your mask, please.
Vaccine optional. Don't need to get it.
Shut up. Shut up. Stop it.
I'm just giving an alternative view of the world and how we have to live in it right now, all right? Not
Nope.
everything is yes or no, but no.
How long until your second shot, BG?
July 1st, so I got
July
about 2
1st.
weeks.
Okay.
And I am expecting a ball kicking.
So, I have a bunch of smaller, some are kind of larger, but just a bunch of news tidbits leading up to all of the E3 stuff that we have seen so far, as well as, I did want to talk about one thing. So, this past week, so like you guys have probably seen people where it's like, hey, what's your tips to weight loss? What is this to weight loss? I don't really need to lose a lot of weight, but anytime you see someone get asked that, it'll be like, do this, that, and then without a doubt, they will say, stop drinking soda. Like 9.9 times out of 10, you will hear that. And like, I like pop. I like soda. Mountain Dew is my favorite drink. Like, no question. So getting rid of that is kind of not in the cards. So I decided to Google. I'm like, what are like specifically Mountain Dew alternatives, healthy Mountain Dew alternatives, if they even exist?
Yeah,
no.
you. I'm glad you threw that caveat of if they even exist.
There is.
Oh no,
So there's like some that were just like general
Mountain Dew, DOO.
general soda alternatives like bubbly, LaCroix, what have you, just like sparkling water.
Yeah, how dare you?
There's those
And-
ones that you can do like a soda maker and, it's a little bit healthier.
Yeah. So the thing that I
Carbonate, whatever.
found was this product called Zevia, which which I'm not sure if you guys have ever heard of it. It is basically why can't I? Wow, I just had a brain fart for a second.
Wow, massive brain fart.
0 calorie soda. Basically has no sugar. Some of them have caffeine, and they have like a bunch of different flavors, including Mountain Zevia is one of them. So they have like a cola, they have a Mountain Dew variant, they have a Sprite variant, cream soda, orange soda, like just about anything that you can expect. And they had a value pack. They sell it through Amazon. It's pricier. So I was like, okay.
Pricier, sir?
Let me hold on. Amazon. How much did I pay?
How much pricier, sir?
Why is
$38? Yeah,
2 cans.
yeah,
why is
okay.
Amazon
I need it.
Amazon is set to Spanish for me, and I don't know why. Okay, that's weird.
Because you bought Xavier or whatever.
Like we got you, homie. We know what market you're in.
So it
Or
was,
should I say a bueno?
it was a 24 pack that had like of all the different flavors that had 2 of each of all their flavors, and it was $24 or $25. So pretty pricey.
Oh, wow, whoa!
It's pretty
That's
pricey.
like $1.
Yeah.
Because the 24 pack is usually like 11, 12.
Yep. So I was just like, okay, I'm gonna try this, and if it like the taste is actually good and it is a healthier option, I'd be willing to pay. So like the flavors that they have,
You're willing to pay.
they have cola, grape, orange, Dr. Zevia, ginger ale, cream soda, black cherry, Mountain Zevia, grapefruit citrus, ginger root beer, lemon lime twist, and caffeine-free cola. So, got it. First thing I try, obviously, is the Mountain Zevia. And it was almost passable.
Oh, no.
Almost.
It was almost passable. As in, it is currently down the drain in my sink.
Not yet.
Just
I'm
there.
gonna give it one more shot because I have one more can of each flavor. But I take a drink, the flavor hits. I'm like, oh yeah. Like it's not Mountain Dew, but it's like it's still pretty good. And then there's this aftertaste of whatever sweetener that they used.
Oh, no.
It may have been
no.
it may have been
Weird.
stevia because stevia. I could see that, but it just had this aftertaste, and I'm like,
Yeah.
mm-mm.
Yeah, it's a bad one. It's
Oh,
probably
no.
aspartame. That's usually the normal sweetener, 0 calorie sweetener that has a weird, funky aftertaste. But
It's
yeah,
usually used in diet colas.
yeah.
Let's see. This is sugar-free, clear in color, gluten-free, kosher and vegan. No artificial sweeteners.
No artificial sweeteners. All right, it's doing
Stevia.
something
It
good.
is stevia. Stevia leaf extract is what they used.
Okay, they tried.
So yeah, I tried that, and then I tried the cola, which I will say it was really weird to see the cola clear.
Yeah.
Kind of threw me off. But so I have some other flavors that I'm gonna try and just see. But turns out, so I'm like, okay, well this is kind of a failure. I go to the grocery store yesterday. I'm just like looking at Mountain Dew. I'm like, Mountain Dew 0 sugar, 0 calories. And it tastes great. So,
Well, you went above and beyond for no reason.
yep, exactly. So Mountain Dew 0 sugar is what I'm gonna drink. So yeah, that was just a nice colossal waste of money, but hey.
Waste of money, time, and taste buds.
Gave it a shot. So yeah, I do not recommend Zevia for the most part. Once I try the other flavors, I will
Why
give
not?
a full review. And yeah, but just haven't gotten there yet. Last week we had mentioned we wanted to talk about Cruella, but we never did, and I haven't seen it yet, but DA wanted to talk about something in particular.
Yeah, I always talked about how don't make such a horrible character a sympathetic villain, and
They did it.
Do you care about spoilers?
I don't.
I do not.
So, her mother gets drop kicked off of a cliff by a Dalmatian. This happens.
Oh yeah, it's legit.
Oh, I've seen memes of that.
And this is what exactly I said, do not do. And they did it.
I do not understand the mentality of no, it can't just be a dog. It has to be
to be.
specifically a Dalmatian.
It has to.
I'm just imagining now fucking JR. By God, King! He killed her!
You know what? I am 100% sure somebody has already done that. They had to have.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. This is a
Dude.
possibility.
That is terrible.
Yes. Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah.
It is not even a quarter of a joke. I went, dude. Oh, BG's finding it, and he's gonna.
Yeah. Look
gonna
up the
throw it up.
Danganronpa.
The Danganronpa one is great.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. DA, I gotta ask you to confirm this for me, because I have no interest in paying to see this movie. Does
Well,
she
that-
real? I just need you to confirm something for me. I'll eventually watch it when it's on Disney Plus for free or whatever. Is it true she has 2 dogs of her own? Cruella.
I have not seen this movie.
Oh,
I will not be seeing this movie.
okay.
I've seen all I need to see.
A woman literally getting kicked off a cliff by a dog.
Yes, BG got it, and he's gonna throw it up now.
Oh
'Cause
no.
it is very shocking that they just went, here you go. We
This was
need a reason for her to hate dogs.
This was a conscientious decision by someone in the real world.
It's both
did-
in the podcast of stuff Discord chat and the
Alright.
Twitch chat. Triton, you just came back. Don't get another one. Don't get another one.
I pardon him.
She has 2 dogs
I-
of her own.
Wonderful.
Right. The woman that's gonna, in the future, skin puppies alive. Oh, look, she's got 2 dogs of her own,
Correct.
and she loves them.
Correct.
This.
What's the problem?
What's the problem?
Why?
Do you
Why
not see the human in this lady that is literally looking at a dog and just thinking you would make a great pair of boots?
Why did her mom just stand there
Yes.
and allow it to happen?
Why did the
Agreed.
dog just sort of just bounce off of her?
Why did the dog have so much momentum that it could jettison her over that balcony?
Waka, it's not the time. This is not the time for this. Oh boy. Wow.
Jesus.
So, the other thing I want to mention. Oh, God.
It is also not very well reviewed. It is
Stinky.
stinky, if we were to put it in a word.
Of course it is. You're taking a sociopath and going like, yeah, but look at her side of the story, though. Just
There's two
ignore where
sides
it's
to every story.
just ignore where it's going and just focus on this.
I also like how, as a child, she had split hair.
She was born with it.
Really?
Molded by
Yep.
it.
Great. So, before we get into our news tidbits, the other thing that I wanted to mention is, BG, you have a interesting bet.
Yeah. I don't even know if he's taking it seriously though, but I will. I don't care. I only say that because we throw out a lot of things, and I don't know if he's like, no, I'm holding you to this. But if he is, I'm gonna accept it. I don't. So my brother and I were playing Madden in 2K.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Like, what did I do?
Yeah.
Sitting there like, wait a second.
We were playing Madden in 2K, and he beat me. but he plays those games a lot. And I'm like, I don't even play these games. Next time I see you, I'm going to win, and I will put anything on it because he was talking too much smack. And he was like, "All right, I want your dreads," and I said, "Cool." So,
Oh, no.
we're playing those 2 games and Hot Shots Tennis for a tiebreaker if it's 1-1 after that.
Okay.
So we will see.
Okay.
What is wrong with you?
It's
What isn't?
Mike.
What isn't? So, blitzing
So
through
sad.
some of this news. So, as we were recording last week's podcast, Logan Paul was getting his ass beat, and
No, what do you mean? It ended up a tie. Like everybody won.
Wasn't
Yeah.
it?
Terminating chicks all around. Millions of dollars.
Clap, clap.
Man, I wish I could hug a dude for 15 minutes for millions of dollars. That's my dream.
sometimes while,
Seriously. I'm working up to it.
sometimes
I-
while
Day.
conscious.
Sometimes.
There was one punch that he was literally unconscious, and
Yeah.
what was,
Yeah, the other guy
Mayweather.
had to hold him up.
yeah, Mayweather was
Yes.
holding him up.
Disgusting.
But the other thing that people were reporting on it is that on his entrance, Logan Paul was wearing his $300,000 shiny Charizard as bling.
Of course
It
he
was some
did.
fly bling.
I mean,
It
more
was some
expensive than
fly
probably
bling.
most people's pieces.
Absolutely. And it was fly.
It was. So yeah, that happened. All right, blitzing through some other nerd. Go ahead.
I'm legitimately hoping that Japanese guy that did the Mission Impossible stunt to try and get Pokemon cards breaks out of jail and sees Logan Paul on TV, goes, my next target. Oh, he got his ass kicked? I can take him.
Easy pickings.
So, blitzing through some of this news. Titania has been supposedly casted in the She-Hulk Netflix show. Jamil, not sure. She was in The Good Place. Got that.
I love her in The Good Place.
Okay. A bunch of different show announcements from Netflix. We have a Richter Belmont Castlevania anime coming out, 2 Far Cry shows, animated Splinter Cell series. There's a teaser for The Witcher 2. Just like they had their own little E3 type press conference. A Lord of the Rings anime movie was announced because why not?
Why?
Anime?
Yep.
Ew.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean, ew?
It's a prequel anime. We got
So it's not. It's nothing to do with the what was written by Tolkien, or
I mean,
Yeah.
he wrote a lot. Like he wrote The Hobbit and he wrote the Lord of the Rings trilogy, but then he wrote this thing called the Simulacrum, which is like just everything you could possibly want to know about his world.
Like even the creation of the universe, like
Yes.
that's covered.
So there is actually a lot that people could grab from. Got a new Space Jam trailer, just another trailer.
Another one.
Loki.
Which is
Go ahead.
having a crossover with Teen Titans Go, I learned.
Any WB property is in it, basically. Loki, first episode of the Disney Plus series started, and it's starting off on a pretty good
was straight.
note.
It was straight.
Got to that. What did we talk?
I thought it was, and then I thought about it, and it breaks everything that comes before it.
Yeah, it breaks a lot of.
To an unrepairable degree, and it really hurts that.
But what do you think it breaks?
Did y'all see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Versus cool. It takes away free will, and that's bad.
The Destiny
From
thing.
people. No, yeah, always.
That's bad. That's terrible.
Yeah, anytime you talk about Destiny, it's always
Yeah.
bad.
So that's just like, well, Tony didn't.
Sacrifice himself. To,
Yeah, no. If he didn't, he would have. Somebody would have hopped out of a portal and he would have been melted.
and
that's
then the
like-
correct Tony would have did
Yes, correct. So it's like it. Every time you watch a movie, it's just like, well, if this person did not do it, somebody would have hopped out of a portal and melted them. And that breaks a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I do
I have a
not
feeling-
like when free will is taken away.
I have a feeling by the end of it, this crap is gonna get resolved. Like,
Oh yeah, hopefully.
Like,
I did like hey, it's evil Loki. And it's probably the Loki that was never adopted by Odin, so he's blue and it's just gonna be evil Loki.
People
So
are saying-
it's just me but evil.
People are saying Lady Loki.
Regardless. It's just me but evil. And stronger.
all right,
Fart.
we got the Blue Beetle movie is just not gonna be in theaters at all. It's going
I
straight to
didn't even
HBO
know there was
Max.
gonna be a movie.
Same.
I know.
There was, and it's not in theaters anymore.
Not at all.
Nope.
Nope.
Straight to Max.
Mm-hmm.
Because
When does it start shooting?
No idea. I just read.
Okay,
the...
so how can they even
Seriously.
dictate that?
it's
they
over
prob-
now. We're free. Take off them masks now.
They they probably looked at the data from movies like Mortal Kombat and Godzilla vs. Kong, and assuming that the data says, yeah, this was a success, they probably went, yeah, Blue Beetle would probably do better direct to customer as opposed to theater.
Yeah.
I feel like there's gonna be such a boon of, hey, let's go to the theaters for the
Just
next
to get-
year or two.
Just to go, because when I went to the theater, I'm like, "Wow, I'm here!" It was sort of like one of those, like, "Holy crap!" Because it was in the middle of a movie, and I reached for my phone. I'm like, "Oh, I can't do that here," because I'm so used to just watching stuff at home, picking up my phone, whatever. I'm like, I had to get back into the movie mindset. It
Yeah.
was great. But yeah, The Quiet Place 2, it got about 200 mil in this day and age, and that's
100 a meal domestic.
yeah, it did quite well. So,
Well-
I think it might just also be like we don't want to split with the movie theaters, things like that,
Mm-hmm.
Possibly.
distribution, whatever. I think it's stupid
Same.
because there will always be a market for movies. People will always go out to the movie theaters to see stuff. I watched A Quiet Place 2, and then I walked right into Enter the Spider-Verse. I'm like, I get to see Enter the Spider-Verse in the theaters again? Yes, sir. And that movie, I had not seen it in a year or so. Man, that movie's good.
It's
Yes,
a
it is.
really good movie.
Man, that movie is good. You just get sort of used to the animation, like halfway through the movie, but then it sort of like clicks again, like, wow, this is really good animation. That movie is ridiculously good.
It's when he paints his suit and has the whole scene of him jumping off the skyscraper. It's just like, oh yeah, this is gorgeous.
It's crazy. That movie is money. And I was like, how much did that movie make? $1 bill, $2 bill? It made like 400 mil.
If even.
It didn't do
Yeah.
man.
It's big sad.
Man.
It deserves so much. It's not live action. Because you look at something like The Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, those movies sucked. But you know what? It's a live action movie. It's not for them little kids. Into the Spider-Verse is for them little kids. Not for us big grown-ups that want to see the men in spandex jump around, going thwip.
Oh,
8
yeah.
people.
Oh, yes, Triton. Animation. There we go.
You really got the bell.
Yes, I did.
This is not what it's. You're misusing the bell. It's
No,
only for Ouija.
I have the power. All right.
It's a misuse of power. You've gone drunk with it.
So now we have a bunch of different gaming news tidbits. New Ratchet and Clank game is getting very good reviews. I just have never played any of them, so just never.
They're fun-ish.
Apparently I haven't really seen anything bad about it at all, actually. It's used for its intended purpose. Thank you, Triton. Superman and Rick are coming to Fortnite. Woo!
I'm sorry. You mean Rick and then Superman? Because we know who the star here is.
Yep. One of them has a dance. The other one doesn't.
Fortnite's gonna overtake Smash very soon with the most crossovers, if it hasn't already. Because my goodness, it is just piling stuff on, and it doesn't really need to like create any sort of moves or anything. It just needs to create some animations and get the license, and there you go.
Mm-hmm. I would say it probably already has. Elden Ring is finally shown off. It exists and has a release date, January 21st, 2022.
Yawn.
We have Among Us updates, a bunch of fucking Among Us updates. Roles, different game types, 15 players, which on that first map is going to be outrageous. Is that drop soon?
If not already.
Okay, I'll have to double check that because I'm wondering if that'll be there by the time we wrangle players, which at that point we can wrangle more players. They added 2B from Nier Automata to Fall Guys for reasons.
Hey, there you go.
Lore reasons. It's gonna be important, guys.
Yoko Taro has a plan. We just don't know it yet.
The question is it gonna be batshit insane? Or is it gonna be even more than that?
Yeah,
Like, is Fall Guys canon to Drakengard?
that'd be something. Doki Doki Literature Club is getting a extended re-release. Doki Doki Literature Club Plus coming to all consoles as well as Steam, or PC.
There's a moment in that I'm wondering what they're gonna do now that it's no longer on PC.
They have a fake interface. That's what I'll say.
Okay.
I read up on it because I was curious about that too.
Okay.
Oh, Waka says June 15th for 15 players.
Okay, so that's 2 days from now. Nice.
They pumping that crap out fast. All right.
Yeah. There was a gameplay demo of Kenna, Bridge of Spirits. Looks fucking amazing. I cannot wait for this game.
Okay.
Fallout 76 is ditching Battle Royale. So add it on the pile.
We gave up.
Why? What happened?
We gave up.
Not delivering things.
Come on.
Sorry, not doing it anymore. Sorry. We gave up. Sorry. Can't have it anymore. Sorry.
It's
Finito. Sorry.
Look, we got to work on more important things, y'all. You know us.
You know what we do.
All right. So that's blitzing through all the non-relevant E3 news that I can find. Now
I got a couple.
Oh, go ahead.
We never talked about Drake Bell.
Shit. Yeah.
Collar.
Oh boy. Oh, come on. What are you doing?
In my lovely home state, no less.
Yep. He's just getting done up for messaging kids and crap like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like just can't stay away.
Yep.
Some about it, and he's on trial, or is he?
He's been summoned.
He pleaded not guilty, right?
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, that's just one of those things where I read on Discord came out of nowhere. I'm like, whoa. Because with all the revivals and crap, it's just like Drake Bell. I'm like, all right, he's gonna be on the new iCarly or Drake and Josh or whatever. Children messaging children. I'm like, crap. So that was one thing, and the creator of Five Nights at Freddy's, he got into a bit of a trouble with It was people dug up the fact that he donated to a lot of Republicans.
Not even dug up. It's public information.
But you would have to look for it.
Yes.
But
You do
yeah.
have to look up who they voted for.
Yeah, and they released it, and he got doxxed and threatened. And
No docs.
Well, the docs were on there.
No, they're not. No,
His address is
no, not an address. City. What's it?
The address is there.
No, it's not.
Yes.
No, it's not. That's
Well,
not.
if he did not get doxxed by that, he got doxxed by other stuff.
Yeah. If he got doxxed later, it's got nothing to do with that.
Well, I said he got doxxed, and you would know he didn't.
No, because I'm saying he didn't from that.
I didn't say that.
Okay, just make it sure. Because I don't want. Because he's trying to spin it in a way that people dug up and doxed them from it, but that's not what happened. It's publicly available information.
No, it was after post.
Okay.
Post docs.
Posts.
Yes. But yeah, he was donating to Republicans and crap, and he had to come out and just like
With one of the worst PR statements I've ever seen.
that was all right.
Really?
What was wrong with it?
It's basically going, if I get canceled, I'm just gonna end the game, which just tells people.
You didn't say that.
Okay.
He goes, if I get canceled, I get canceled, and if the game go on, it's gonna go on.
No, he said I'm ending the game.
Let's see.
I will stop my support.
Let's see it.
This message isn't specifically directly at the Reddit community. This is just the community that I care about the most and where I choose to post these things. I never cared much for Twitter anyway. To say that the last few days have been surreal would be an understatement. I've debated greatly how to best address this, including not addressing it at all. But with so many people from the LGBT community and the fan base that I love, that's not an option. I'd like to think that the last 7 years would have given me the benefit of a doubt in regards to how I try to treat people. But there I was trending on Twitter for being a homophobe, getting doxxed, with people threatening to come to my house. My wife is 6 weeks pregnant, using his wife for sympathy. My wife is 6 weeks pregnant, and she spent last night in fear because of what was being said online. What was being said online about you? Okay. She has already been struggling with her pregnancy, more about trying to garner sympathy. So seeing her so afraid really scared me. All this because I exercise my right and my duty as an American citizen to vote for and support the candidates who I felt could best run the country for everyone, and that's something that I want to apologize for. It's not for everyone; it's for a specific subsect of people.
Well, no.
Mitch McConnell.
But amongst others, though.
You can't with Mitch McConnell. That's already a problem.
But amongst others.
And the one black person he voted for, because he does go, I voted for minorities as well. The one black woman he voted for was basically walking around the ghetto of Baltimore going, it's black people's fault. It's like this. For those who took the time to look, you saw that the candidates I supported included men, women, white people, black people, Republicans, and Democrats. That was the Democrat talking about all this around here. I supported.
Is that the only one?
That's the only one he supported. I supported Kimberly Clayton, terrible person in Baltimore, because I believe that she really cared for the African American community there, even though she walked through the ghetto and said, "Look at this, let's get these blackies out of here," and wanted to pull them out of poverty. I believe she could have really made a difference in a time when so many black communities were struggling. She lost, unfortunately, by a landslide because she had no actual policies or things. She was just a racist. I supported Tulsi Gabbard, a Democrat. Terrible person, even though I disagree with her on several issues. So why did you support her? Because I felt she would have been a fair and good president. You're a liar.
You don't have to agree with everything that somebody says to support them.
You should agree with a large enough portion of what they say.
Sure, but what if the other person they disagree with more?
Okay, you know what? I'll relinquish that point. I don't care. Because the next part, and yes, I supported President Trump in 2019.
Don't look at me with Trump stuff.
I supported President Trump because I felt he was the best man to fuel a strong economy. Can we stop with this Republicans fueling a strong economy when it has been proven that when Democrats are in office, the economy goes up. It becomes better. Provably.
Objectively.
To fuel a strong economy and stand up to America's enemies abroad. Who are America's enemies? A bunch of minorities and Mexicans that he's locking up.
It's not just them.
Of which there are many. Even if there were candidates who had better things to say to the LGBT community directly and bigger promises to make, I believe that their stances on other issues could have ended up doing much greater harm to those communities than good. What are you talking about?
What is he?
Because right now, Republicans are putting through bills that do not allow LGBTQ people, trans people to be in the military.
Yeah, he should have established what he was talking about there.
So all of this explanation, I fear, is wasted as people don't want to discuss with one another anymore. They want endless apologies and submission. People who are expecting those things from me will get neither. I've always been supportive of creators and have to treat everyone fairly. You're a creator. Why wouldn't you support creators? That means nothing. And treat everyone with dignity and respect. It's easy to treat someone in front of you with dignity and respect. I've never cared about anyone's race, religion, gender, or orientation. That's a lie because you care about our enemies being minorities. If you're voting, and you're voting for Mitch McConnell.
He didn't say for minority.
Who are our enemies right now? Of which there are many.
I'm not into politics, but England is not a minority, and they could be enemies.
They're not enemies to America.
No, but they could be.
No. He's saying the enemies of America, and the enemies of America are people like Islam.
But is he going because they are Islamic? They are the enemy. It's not because they are the race. It's because
all of our big enemies right now are minorities.
But he's not going, they are minorities and that's why they are enemies.
Okay, a white person, a white cop pulling over a black guy and going, it's because it's a black guy. But we know what it's about.
Not all the time. No.
Not all the time. Absolutely not. But isn't the precedent set to where you would believe there's a reason behind what he just did? This cop.
I do not believe in all that systemic racism stuff.
Systemic racism absolutely exists.
To some extent, but not to the extent of just like, I'm pulling you over because you're black. Point blank. Period.
No, I'm pulling you over, and because you're black, I am reaching for my gun. I am more in fear of my life than if you were a white person.
In some cases, yes.
Yes.
That's what systemic racism is. Because of your skin tone, I am instantly more afraid for my life. I just treat people as people, everyone the same, and because of that, I've ended up with a very diverse group of people that I've worked with over the years. Yeah, Chick-fil-A has LGBT people too, and minorities. What does that mean? It wasn't intentional, it just happened that way. So you didn't pick and choose a gay person to work on your game. Clap. I choose people who are best for the job. I treat everyone the same. And I ended up with people from all walks of life in my professional and personal life as well. That's the way it should be. That's the way I want it to be. That's the way I will continue to be. I'm a Republican. I'm a Christian. I'm pro-life. Pro-life is a problem. Because if you are supporting these Republicans that say a woman, and this is a trigger warning for people, if a woman is raped and impregnated by a rapist, that they cannot get an abortion,
And
that is a problem to me. That is a problem to me.
You would also have to fight custody with the rapist for the kid.
Disgusting. I also believe in equality and in science and in common sense. Despite what some may say, all of these things can go together. That's not an apology or a promise to change. It's the way it's always been. If I get canceled, then I get canceled. I don't do this for money anymore. I do it because I enjoy it. If people think I'm doing more harm than good now, then maybe it's better than I get canceled and retire. I would accept that. I've had a fulfilling career. But besides, most things that people can take away from you are things that never had much value to begin with. I've always loved, I will continue to love this community and this fan base, even if someday it doesn't include me anymore.
He didn't say if I get canceled, I'm gonna cancel this.
If I'm doing more harm than good, then it's better that I get canceled and retire.
And retire
Okay.
and put it into the hands of somebody else.
That's not gonna work. Five Nights cannot go on with Scott because they don't have his ideas and planning.
But that's not what you said. He said.
Okay, sure. The letter of the law is not what I said it was. But the veiled threat of me leaving, so rally behind me, is absolutely seeable there.
No, he goes, if I get canceled, I'll retire. And even if someday it doesn't include me anymore.
Okay, the community and fan base will continue even if it doesn't include them. Not the games. This community and fan base.
Yeah. But yeah, he doesn't say anything about, because look at Toriyama. People are just like, Dragon Ball is Dragon Ball with or without Toriyama.
No, because when GT came out, they said this is not Dragon Ball.
No, they said it's just bad. Also not because of Toriyama. But what does Toriyama have to do with the moral arc? Almost nothing.
But he pins the ideas. They at least have put into people's mind that it's from the mind of Toriyama.
Not the moral arc.
No, again, even if the moral arc isn't, they put into people's mind that Toriyama oversees this.
Mm-mm. Every arc they said written, penned, blah 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 by Toriyama. They said specifically Toyotaro did this.
Okay. That arc sucked, by the way.
It's one of the better ones.
But how do people receive that arc?
Seth the programmer made a video on it, and he's a very prominent DBZ.
That means nothing to me.
He's a very prominent DBZ. I mean, I don't got my ear to the ground with DBZ stuff.
Yeah, I don't know how the moral arc was received. I can't speak on it.
I mean, Trunks arc was received well enough.
Okay, but here's the difference there. Dragon Ball is so simplistic that I could write it and pen a Toriyama-like story. Scott's stuff is so intricate and interwoven within each other and themselves that you can't just have this would be like the new Star Wars trilogy. Oh, here's all these questions I laid out. You figure it out. It's not gonna work.
No, you can piece out and then just go, here's all of my notes, here's all my ideas, here's where it was going.
But would it be good?
And that's a question.
Because it's unfortunate, but Monty Ohm died with a lot of notes and stuff. And the writers came in and did not do a good job from what I know.
Did he have a lot of notes, Mike?
Yes, he did. They had 10 seasons planned.
I can confirm he did have notes.
Well, planned, but I could say I got 10 seasons of something planned and have 2 notes of just like Ruby is 28 years old and has one eye.
Yeah, understandable.
We're not too far off from that.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the end of that.
All right.
Yeah.
So, now, let's get into E3. So we are like 3/4 of the way through it, roughly, because the next 2 days kind of don't really have a whole lot.
It's got Capcom, it's got Bandai Namco, and it's got Nintendo, basically.
Yep.
And that's basically the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
Basically.
So, going in order, we started yesterday with Ubisoft. And so the only list that I have, just because a lot of these lists are like new-ish, so it's like the biggest announcements, and then if you guys remember anything, we'll fill in the blanks.
Yeah. Just name them all, and we'll discuss them
so
at the end if you want to.
Started off with Rainbow Six Extraction, which is basically very similar to Rainbow Six Siege. It's just like
Fun fact. That game was originally going to be called Rainbow Six Quarantine.
Oh, that's what Quarantine originally was?
Yeah, it was going to be called Quarantine before. I wonder why they changed it.
But it's like it's Left 4 Dead meets Rainbow Six in essence. And
it's a more tactical version of Rainbow Six. Like you can't just run right in, it looked like.
Yeah. Like you have to like kind of like strategically kind of plan out how you're going to approach different situations, what have you. But like the reason I say it's like Left 4 Dead is that there's the like airlock areas where you can take a break, restock and what have you, and it's very much like the safe rooms in Left 4 Dead. And then if you lose somebody, you have to go rescue them.
Nah, just let him die. The mission comes first.
Yeah, it looks very good, for all intents and purposes. So, excited about that. I think there was some more stuff on just Rainbow Six Siege itself. And I think there was a character trailer as well. Next thing I have, this was a really cool announcement, to be perfectly honest. Rocksmith Plus. So, this is less a game and more this whole guitar music learning service where you can use your phone as a microphone. I actually have a buddy who has been playing Rocksmith for ages now. He actually has it's a USB to an eighth inch guitar jack. So basically, you plug your guitar straight into your computer, and you can do that as well. And you can get those for like $6, I think. And it has a whole bunch of different songs, different chord lessons, tuners. You can actually slow songs down in order to get certain parts down, and then speed it up, and then get better as you go. They actually have people on there, trained musicians that can give lessons and what have you. It's this entirely in-depth, huge experience that looks amazing. I was shocked at how cool this is going to be. Yeah, my buddy got into the closed beta. But yeah, there's a...
I like games that are just you're learning and you're having fun, because that's what Guitar Hero was supposed to be. But you're not learning guitaring with just that sort of thing. So
with the orange button,
yeah,
it's it was a rhythm game at its core. It wasn't teaching you. It was never meant to teach you anything.
Rock Band kind of taught you drums.
Kind of. I am kind of looking forward to things like Rocksmith and Nintendo's, what was it called? Game Garage or whatever.
I've heard Game Garage is kind of simplistic. Dreams is an immensely better experience.
Well,
PlayStation Dreams.
Thanks for reminding me about Dreams, because we're seeing a bunch of games coming out now where it's teaching you things now.
Mm-hmm.
Which I am more than okay with, especially if it can teach you game design. Because the more it's Jason Schreier's book or whatever, the more I can learn on how games are made, the more I can actually come to appreciate them. So when I see games that are buggy or glitchy, it's oh, why did they ship this buggy, broken piece of crap out for a quick cash grab? It's no, it's because open world, literally anything can go wrong.
Yeah.
Just because this 2D platform works well doesn't mean an open world. It's you gotta hold different games to different standards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's something also the same thing with guitar. If you could I'm more of a hands-on person to learn stuff. So having a game where you can just take this, you hit this string, and it gives you feedback on what you're doing. That's huge.
Visualizing the chords is a big thing, because you can just kind of sit there and be this is an A chord, hold your hand like this and strum. It gets a little boring and repetitive, but actually kind of seeing something and seeing a reward good job or something, points or whatever assigned for doing chords well, that definitely adds a layer to the learning.
And it makes it more personal as well, because sure, you can learn from a YouTube video on how to do that, but if the game gives you positive reinforcement, yeah, you did that just right, or you even got something like timing right, that's huge.
Yes, for sure. So we
looking
got
for
that.
the Switch game that would be hey, here's how you learn Japanese, here's kanji and everything, and there's no really good. I'm disappointed at that, because that seems it'd be a pretty good market. Just be hey, here's $20. Learn a language.
I remember the DS had something like that.
I think it was even called Learn Japanese.
Yeah, it definitely does on some of the older systems, but we're in insert year here.
Exactly.
We ain't got time for that.
Ain't no one got time for that.
2020X.
We're in the future, everyone.
Yep. Next up, they showed off a bunch of Riders Republic. This game looks bonkers. It's just like every single extreme sport plus some that don't exist that you can think of. It's just there. Different games, skateboarding, biking, jetpacks, skiing, snowboard, everything. It looks really, really fun.
It's there's downhill races where you get to change from like a bike to a wingsuit or whatever, and there's tricks and all this extra stuff. It's good.
Mm-hmm. And it's very like campy fun. Like in the trailer, there's like a dude who's in a jetpack that just nosedives into the ground. Like we were just watching him. It's like that man should be dead. Very, very
I
dead.
saw that. He's fine.
Yep.
He was an extra on Jackass. He has experience.
Yes. So yeah, very much looking forward to that. So far, conference really good. Then we get the Rainbow Six Siege, the new character demo, cool animation, what have you. They showed off some upcoming content of Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Which I'm sure Rolf would like go crazy if he was here.
Oh yeah. If they showed off a movie that they're making, Werewolves Within.
2. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm getting the TV show mixed up. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm just going by what's in this article.
Got it.
So yeah, I mean, it looked fun. It's basically just kind of a movie version of the Werewolves game in essence. There's a sheriff and what have you. A cinematic trailer for Far Cry 6, which is just more Far Cry at that point. The coolest thing, though, in addition to that, is there's a season pass DLC where you play as the various villains of Far Cry. So Voss, and then the 2 villains from the more recent games.
See, I don't remember the 4th one.
Yeah.
Yes,
But
sir.
that looked really cool.
Trippy as hell.
Yes. And then the leak trailer, which was Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope, which
Give me all of that.
looks amazing as well. I just want Rosa to actually be in this game so that way Rosa can react to Rabbit Rosa.
You know she's gonna be in it.
And it was like, all right, so far very solid conference. And then first they have is it Guillermo? Is that right?
Guillermo.
Whatever his name is, the CEO of Ubisoft, who is a sexist piece of shit.
Oh, him. Yep.
They
I
have
will
him.
do everything. Sorry, I'm not doing an accent. That'd be terrible.
So he gave a whole spiel on, this, that collaboration, and then he's like, we have one more collaboration to show. And trailer starts, and I went and rewatched this because BG's like, oh, is this a new Splinter Cell? I'm like, well, no, they said collaboration. So he's like walking. He, this person like moves a bush out of the way, and then up walks a Navi from Avatar. And it's Avatar, the video game. And I just started
Second one.
laughing because I knew BG.
And BG was losing it.
Can I get a little bit of that?
You didn't see it.
Hold on, I have the trailer here. Hold on, I will post it in the.
No, he
chat.
probably wants. Do you want to see the trailer or do you want to see
The trailer.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
Trailer is in the Twitch chat. And it's basically a cinematic trailer, save for like 1 or 2 things of like maybe gameplay. But it's
million.
it is.
Oh,
just,
dude, people
And
are
a half
Avatar? people are
Yeah.
jizzing over it.
Yeah.
With Avatar
It.
after
Yeah.
all this time.
People are
Yes.
jizzing over this, sir.
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Why is this a surprise?
However, though,
The movie was mid-ish.
Mid-ish.
during the live stream, though, on Twitch, they have this PogChamp meter that they keep bringing up at
Ew.
certain moments. And so, like, for certain games, like PogChamp meter was super high, Mario and Rabbids super high. And I was watching the Rubber Ross, the Ross O'Donovan, like YouTube video where he was watching the Ubisoft press conference, and they had the PogChamp meter come up, and for like 20 seconds, it doesn't go past 0.
I believe it.
And then it goes to like maybe a third, and then doesn't move from there. It's just like, oh, people aren't hyping for this. They aren't hyping for this.
Well, of course not. It's just a cinematic trailer. What did this tell us? Nothing.
And like just
Oh.
it deflated the conference so much,
Yeah, it lost a point and a half for me.
and it lost
For
a
this?
point from
Yes.
me.
Yes.
Word.
Yeah, because it came at the end. It came at the very end. So this is your big out, and and the CEO came on, hyping it up like we've got so many great collabs, and here's a new one for y'all. And then it's this, and then it's this.
It's like
Oh,
I
look at
said.
look at that animal. He's a weird guy. You got some dinosaurs. We know how we feel about that. Pro dinosaurs here at 2200.
Alien dinosaurs.
It looks good.
Yeah,
It-
shut up.
It's very pretty.
Visually, it looks great, but it tells us nothing. The only reason I have to suspect that it's gonna possibly be a first person is because A, it's Ubisoft, that's their bread and butter, that and open world, which this is likely going to be. And B, there was like one moment where the Navi was like running and it
Ducking
slid
under a tree,
under.
yeah.
Exactly. So there's probably going to be some parkour, like Mirror's Edge stuff in this game, and that's just a guess. This trailer gives me nothing to work
Mhm.
with other than, oh, Avatar. Remember that from
Hey,
10 years
versus.
ago?
Versus.
Yes.
Pretty.
Pretty, yes.
Pretty. My argument is made. I'm done here. I win.
No, no,
That's not
you
how this
didn't win.
works. That's not
No.
how arguments work. What?
No, you
Really?
didn't sell me on the most important part. The hair sex, is that in the game or not?
It has to be.
It has to be.
Quick
Yeah,
time
that's how you
minigame.
save.
That's how you
The-
say
There's
it.
romance options in this
Let me
game.
let me just lock into you real quick.
Mass Effect fans get hype.
So yeah, it like I was at like an 8.5 before that, and that dropped it down to a 7.5. And I think BG you were
You cowards.
I was
You
at an 8, and it dropped it to a 6.5.
Cowards.
6.
You babies. You disgust me. Pog in the chat, y'all.
I would, but I'm
Get
not
some
there.
pogs.
BG. If anyone puts a pog in, please ban them for 600
No!
seconds.
Yep.
Don't let him threaten you. Don't let the man threaten you.
Yep, I got you, Mike. Don't worry about it.
It's your freedom.
We will not be silenced. The Pog Revolution starts now.
You know what? Let me go ahead and start this up.
Yeah, you go ahead. We'll see what happens.
Oh man. So that ended that.
Good
And then
for a minute. Now I'm on his side.
when we Oh
I don't know what the pog looks like.
Pog
no.
that.
It's a
I don't
lizard.
know what that looks. Is it?
Is it? Oh,
So next
That is-
we
oh, yeah,
got
there it is. I got it.
oh,
Unbelievable. I'm being silenced on my own podcast.
King
Y'all
Keldo.
see this? This suppression.
King Keldo.
Oh, now we see the violence inherent in the system. Help! I'm being repressed. Bloody peasant.
giveaway. Did you all see that?
Oh boy. All right, so next up we have Devolver Digital. And
Oh, Ralph. Sorry about too.
Ralph's here?
I just
Yep.
in. Hello.
Hello. You missed Ubisoft. Our discussion on Ubisoft.
There's not much to miss.
Besides the last thing, there was a lot of good stuff. What are you talking about?
I wasn't really impressed by anything.
Extraction? Rainbow
No,
Six?
no. They've been.
Rocksmith
Extraction was
Plus?
great.
What was that?
Rocksmith Plus?
No. There was literally nothing in that entire conference that really caught my eye.
There's Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. I don't know.
Alrighty then.
I really, legit, I have like nothing came out of that conference that really wowed me.
Good man.
All right. So next is
That's
Devolver
price of
Digital.
6.5.
Yeah, it was, again, there were good stuff, but nothing that made me go,
Avatar.
eh.
Pog. You can't
Shut
silence
up.
me here. Oh, you can mute us.
Yeah, I can. It's not good.
Talking to BG, but
Yeah, I've already started timing people out. Let me see some more
you
pause.
see this censorship? Is this what America was built upon? Yes, it was, as a matter of fact. But we don't have to propagate it. We can end this right here and now. Pause in chat.
All right.
Meh.
Devolver Digital. They start off, as they always do, with absolute insanity, announcing their
As one should.
their Devolver Max Pass Plus, which was a subscription service to subscribe to the concept of a game that has not been announced. Like, I forget what it all was, but it was just like basically making fun of subscription services, games as a service, what have you. Showing off just like all these different, like, really impressive set pieces.
Dude,
Yes.
tremendous camera work, everything.
It was so good. Some of the highlight games that they showed off was Trek to Yomi, which was like this like classic samurai film style side scroller that looked really, really cool.
Yes, it did.
My personal favorite announcement, Wizard with a Gun.
Great name.
Off the name alone, you should throw your money at the screen.
The animated vignette was really good, and then the gameplay itself is kind of like is a roguelike with like kind of like crafting options and stuff as far as like level progression. Yeah, and like all the art and stuff looks amazing in it. We have Encryption, which is BG's like game to a T, horror and card
Put it in
game.
my vein. Put it in my veins.
We'll slip it in with your vaccine.
There you go. Devolver Tumble Time, which is just kind of I don't actually quite
Mobile
remember what that
time
was.
waste.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a mobile time waste.
Demon Throttle, which was this like 8-bit Contra meets Zelda style game.
Authentic sound effects. And it
Oh,
had
yeah,
a
very,
CRT
very classic.
filter as well.
Yeah, very classic sounding soundtrack. There was a couple of different roguelikes, like Meet Zelda games as well that I'm not remembering. One had like a crow. I'm forgetting the name of it.
On F Store.
It was a quick, fast bunch of games conference.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then just all the different vignettes. And my personal favorite was when they were talking about selling this one videotape that this non-fuckable tape or NFT we'll call it for short.
Non-fuckwittable.
Yeah. And they also at the beginning of the press conference listed a site URL. That website exists and has merch, has all the different announcements that they have. There was, I don't know if it was real or not, they had the non-fuckwithable tape as well as two of the suits that they showed off. But they were sold out. The suits were $500 listed and the tape was $1,000 listed. It would not surprise me if they were actual products and someone bought them. But it was an amazing press conference. They hit it out of the park.
Devolver Digital always makes the funniest. It's like the right type of cringe humor.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly. So that was Saturday. So now we get into today, the marathon. So we start off with Xbox. And
Bethesda.
Xbox/Bethesda, yes. And this was, quite honestly, one of, if not the best, Xbox press conferences of all time.
I'm calling it the best.
You're saying it outright? Okay.
Outright the best.
I would have to go back and look at some stuff, but it is definitely up there for sure.
I'll say this: they showed off 30 games, and there's maybe 3 I wasn't interested in.
All right.
What was the 3? I'm curious.
Forza,
Okay.
Point Blank Period. I'd have to hear the rest of them.
All right, so we got.
But I'm not gonna take note because I'm not interested in them.
Yeah. So this might not even be all the games, but there's a cinematic trailer for Starfield. We got that. We had Stalker 2: Heart of Chernobyl with gameplay. We had a little bit more with Back for Blood, which I guess we can kind of just because there was after this there was a little character vignette. Or not character vignette, a PvP vignette, which there's PvP, zombie versus humans, and the mode is really fucking cool.
Yeah.
It's a combo of like a MOBA where you like get abilities and stuff as you keep fighting. It's a combo of
Battle Royale. It's basically like you gather supplies as the survivors, and then you kind of pick a place to hunker down, and then the area of which you can maneuver slowly starts to shrink. It's basically a last as long as you can mode. And then a combo of Left 4 Dead. And there are like 4 different main types of zombies, which each of them have 3 different subtypes. 3 different types of zombies with 3 different subtypes each, I believe. And just it looks really, really, really fucking good. There is an open beta in August. So we all playing that for sure. No question. So with that, we had Contraband, which again, I think it was just a cinematic trailer. I don't really remember a whole lot about that. We have Sea of Thieves: A Pirate's Life, which it starts out with this like Jamaican sounding black lady like telling a whole bunch of pirates about a stay. I'm like, wow, this really sounds a whole lot like Tia Dalma, doesn't it? And then they go into a ship, go into the brig, and then you see Jack Sparrow, and we're like, oh, so it's a Pirates of the Caribbean, Sea of Thieves crossover. Jack Sparrow and Davy Jones are both in it.
Is it a sound alike or?
It's the same actor that they had for Kingdom Hearts, I believe.
Okay.
Who sounds very damn close.
Yes, way close.
Yeah. So we got that. We had Battlefield 2042. They were showing off some of the multiplayer, which
ridiculous.
Looks insane. Insane.
Like the fact that they're adding just like super chaotic weather elements.
I have not needed a Battlefield game since 3 came out. Nothing drew me into 4. Nothing drew me into the World War I and World War II ones they made. This one is back to form greatness.
That's we were saying that during the watch. Is like when Battlefield hits, it hits, and when it misses, it misses.
Oh, yeah.
And this is a
Oh,
hit.
yeah. This is a hit. Day 1. I already bought it. I already pre-ordered it. I already got the fucking digital gold edition. It's done.
I don't doubt it. That thing looked incredible. I'm not even like I was saying. I'm not a Battlefield boy, but my God, that looked great.
Like the fact that people were driving into the tornado and fighting while being drawn up into the tornado.
Yes. I am in this. You don't understand. The Brett's server, where me, Kevin, and Brett. Nobody's talked in that server up until E3's like, all right, who's excited to see what Battlefield's going to drop? And then the moment that trailer ended, all 3 of us are in that Discord like, bought? Did you guys buy it? We're buying it, right? And everyone's like, bought.
Just scream.
Done. Fucking done. In. And you don't, from what we're reading, it's not like the old games anymore. There's no classes. You play as an operator, which has access to all guns. So you make your own class. Each operator has their own perks, a la a Rainbow Six. But you can choose whatever weapon you want to have them use. So if you want to play an operator that has that grappling hook with a DMR, you've got a grappling hook with DMR. Cool. We don't know the other abilities yet, but you're operators, not classes. So I'm excited because it's going to add a lot of variability to the game, a lot less narrow-minded gameplay, and it's going to make shit fun.
Yeah.
Grapple hook up a tornado. Let's go.
I was waiting, BG.
In it.
Unbelievable.
All right. Next up.
Yeah, I need all parts of that.
Yeah.
Like all parts.
So we all getting us on PC, yeah? Yeah, we all getting us on PC?
I
yeah,
am
yeah?
a PC boy.
Yeah.
There we go.
Mike, you in this? You in this?
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, this is...
If I
hell
have time
yeah.
for another game that we'll get to.
Yeah, dude, November is disgusting right now. October, November is disgusting.
The fall is nasty.
We haven't even gotten to Nintendo yet.
Bro, I am not okay. When you ask why I wasn't impressed by Ubi, Battlefield is why I wasn't impressed by Ubi.
But again, this is like an almost 10 out of 10 conference, so that's a little unfair. But so
Oh my god.
next up is 12 Minutes, which got a little more, and it will
Tremendous.
be released on August 19th.
Tremendous.
Got that. We have a gameplay trailer for Psychonauts 2.
Tremendous. Give me all the Psychonauts.
Next up, we have a bunch of Fallout 76 stuff.
Nobody cares. Absolutely. No, that's not true.
Please
I
clap
know
in
people.
extreme excitement.
That was
I know
another one of the
people who
things
care.
I didn't care about, Ralph.
That was one? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
You know what? It even pissed me off because they were like, "Oh, this is Fallout 76 Broken Steel DLC." I'm like, "Okay, cool." And then they show the next Fallout thing, and I'm like,
Yep.
"Are we getting like a New Vegas? Oh, Pittsburgh? Okay, is this the next Fallout game? Is it
Nope.
Obsidian
Nope.
gets that?" And they no, just another DLC for 76.
That game is actually growing, though. Apparently, they fixed it. I have people who play the
Well,
game
no.
religiously.
The reason is because it's on Game Pass. It's free.
There we go.
That's why.
Yeah, they were like, it's like one of the most played games on Game Pass, if not the most played game on Game Pass.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it.
All right. Next up, Hades is coming to Game Pass, which play that game, people, including me.
Play
That's
Hades, game of the year last year.
a knock on me. Then next up, Halo Infinite multiplayer. Holy fuck! I
Yes.
am now stupid excited for this game. What they did was like, hey, Halo 3, people seem to like that. Let's do that plus more great stuff. I was jizzing myself through the whole thing. You go back and watch the VOD on our Twitch. I am freaking out at everything.
He's
Throwing
like,
the
"Whoa,
grenade
whoa,
to grab the sword. Just all the different crap you can do with the grapple gun. There is bringing back the brute chopper. Dude, I am like, before with the campaign, I'm like, okay, yeah, campaign looks all right. Like, from what they showed off. The multiplayer, I'm in. Just sold immediately. I cannot wait to play this game.
I believe it.
That's what I was saying, Ralph, about like, if you can drag me away from another multiplayer game.
Yeah, we can. It's called Battlefield. Halo's fun, but it's always the same with Halo. It's good in spurts.
I have a differing opinion on you. I always preferred Halo multiplayer to Battlefield. Easily.
Oh, dude, no, hard opposite.
Halo looks good as a non-Halo boy.
So yeah, I'm gonna probably be watching that. I'm gonna be talking about it with Brian after this because my roommate Brian is a giant Halo fan. So yeah, I am super excited for this game now. They showed off a little bit of Diablo 2 Resurrected. It's coming out.
Yeah,
on
before
September.
that's the real DA game. He just does not play more games.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately.
So yeah, that's coming out on September 23rd with a beta in August. They showed off Slime Rancher 2, which I've heard of Slime Rancher. I know people like it. I just never played it myself.
It's even on Game Pass, so
Yeah. Shredders, which was like a hyper-realistic snowboarding game. Made for Shredders by Shredders or whatever it was.
yeah.
So there's that. There's Atomic Heart, which I don't quite remember what that was.
I think that was the Japanese live action looking thing. I don't think they showed much gameplay of it. If
Trailer for
any.
the forthcoming first-person Atomic Heart doesn't offer a lot of background. We know it's set in Soviet Union, the year 1955, and yet there's clearly not here. Explain for what's with all the wacky robots, and why does that old woman have a ladle? Yeah, I don't quite remember that one. There was Replaced, which was that really, really cool looking 2D pixel art side scroller. It looked really, really fucking cool. With what is probably one of the best video game trailers that I have ever seen, The Outer Worlds 2.
Tremendous.
Did you see
They basically
that trailer,
just made fun of game trailers.
Ralph, did you see it?
I did. I got a solid laugh out of it. There's nothing else for me to say that you guys already said.
Yeah.
I was literally watching the trailer and I'm like, this is the perfect breakdown of what a trailer reveal usually is. That's it.
Wow.
I was like, this is gonna be something ridiculous like an Outer Worlds. Outer Worlds 2. Me.
Yep.
Yep, okay.
About
Fits the joke.
About 3 or 4 times before this trailer announced, like a trailer would start and BG be like, Outer Worlds 2! This is like, dude, stop.
The Outer Worlds 2.
Which can only mean one thing: a giant cinematic piece that zooms out onto the main character's silhouette, because the developers have no idea what he's supposed to look like yet. Good stuff. Got a trailer for the Xbox Series X port of Microsoft Flight Simulator, with added a Top Gun DLC tie-in, which was pretty funny because as the Top Gun segment was playing, BG was like, "Man, I wonder why they don't do a Top Gun tie-in." And it's just like, "Are you watching?"
Never seen Top Gun, so it just looked like fighter jets to me.
Mm-hmm. We had that. We had a trailer for Forza Horizon 5 and all the different stuff. And this had one of the things that BG mentioned, and it annoys me too, but he's the one who mentioned it. Of like fake gamer talk. It's just like, there's some there's more pinatas between these buildings. Okay, I'll go check it out. It's like, that doesn't happen.
No.
That's not how it sounds. And y'all know that's not how it sounds.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, BG will make you hate something.
What? No, sir. I will not.
I told you how you made me start hating Iconic. I told you this. Okay, that's just because you weren't paying attention. So you made me hate it, correct? No. You now just pay attention to a thing that's always been there. Because of you. I have brought attention to it, but I didn't make you do it. Yes, you did. You've given the reasons why Iconic is bad, and otherwise I would be like, yeah, Iconic is whatever. But you go, no, Iconic is bad because of these reasons. I go, I guess you're right. They are.
All right, and then they ended it with a new game from the developers of Prey and Dishonored called Redfall. It's some kind of squad cooperative game where you fight vampire people. Just a cinematic trailer, so nothing a whole lot there. Characters looked interesting.
I liked Black Girl's aesthetic and powers, and that's all I can say about it.
Yep. And then apparently we didn't catch it that they are actually making the Xbox mini fridge. I did not see that.
Oh yeah, I saw that trending. I was like, Xbox Mini, what are y'all talking about?
That's like been a rumor for a few months now.
Yeah. And that was the Xbox press conference. Again, 9.5, 10. I feel like it varied for a lot of people, but for me, it was a 9.5 as well. Battlefield, Outer Worlds 2, Replaced, Halo. There's so much good. 12 minutes. Back for Blood. Is so much. And then...
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
We're already here. We can't be here.
From there, we go into...
There's no escape.
Square Enix.
Woo! Now, before we started to Square Enix, I just brought up the press conference. They did a pre-show for an hour, and they showed The World Ends With You demo gameplay. They showed Final Fantasy trailers and PS5 gameplay and like 2 other things. And I'm like, why wasn't this at the conference? Oh, and that announcement with the girl that jumps like Spider-Man and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they showed that too. And I'm like, why wasn't this at the conference?
It's chaos.
So, what happened with this conference, Mike?
Oh boy. So the conference starts off with the new Guardians of the Galaxy game.
It starts and ends with.
So
Because how you can last them 9 hours through that is beyond me.
So it starts off with like a whole like cinematic trailer with stuff about the game and like, you know, different stuff and here and there. Not a whole lot of gameplay and what have you, but like cutscenes and the characters and what have you. Then it goes into like a developer vignette that just, and in the developer vignette, they keep repeating the scenes that we just saw in the cinematic trailer thing and just talking about, you know, different stuff. There's probably a couple buzzwords as well, compelling, what have you, that were also in there. And then we're like, it's over. And then it starts again with a gameplay segment where they also show stuff that they showed in the developer vignette that we saw. And then they show off some of the gameplay, and the gameplay looks boring as shit.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Star-Lord
I'm like,
just-
y'all put this out to
Star-Lord
showcase the game. Y'all were like, here you go. Bang, 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 bang. Hold this button and press this button, and then Gamora attacks. Repeat.
Yeah, like Star-Lord just shoots a lot. He can fly too, but he just kind of shoots a lot, and then you can order your teammates to do like 1 of 4 attacks. You don't switch to them, you just order them to do stuff. And there's like some like telltale, like you do a decision that like, okay, a couple of the Guardians want to do this, other couple of the Guardians do this. You select one thing, Rocket will remember that, essentially, like that kind of stuff. And I guess your choices will branch the story into different ways.
Oh, well.
And the only good thing I can say is it had my music. Your super mode is putting in headphones. That is right. He just puts on his headphones and all of a sudden his jetpack fuel is infinite.
Yeah.
It seems.
Yeah.
And then that stops and then we're like, it's done. But then there's like one more little synopsis segment. We're just like, please. It's like, this is like Return of the King. It has 15 endings. And it seriously lasted for
not stop.
20 minutes? It lasted for like 20 minutes, right?
It was like 20, 25 minutes. Legit from beginning to end.
And just it was too much. It was too much.
Do you want to hear what I think it's The Verge, is that gaming website
Sure.
news
Yes.
thing? Do you know what they said about that?
What?
Oh, no.
That it was a breath of fresh air to see Square put something out like this, since it seems like they're focusing more on Western properties. That was to be celebrated. What they showed and what they did was to be celebrated, guys. We shouldn't put them down for taking 20 minutes. We should be saying, wow, Square is doing more Western media in their stuff. This is progress.
I mean, he's got a point.
Yeah.
I'm clapping, even though that game looks very boring. It was infinity boring. I do not know. Because I'm like, okay, maybe they're going to start showing off supers or something. There's going to be some kind of meter. Nope.
Nah.
There's leveling up, but we don't know if there's like a system where he can power up his guns, if he can get a sword, anything. What they showed looks mega boring.
You mentioned tall tale elements. If I can't do a playthrough where Rocket stabs me in the back, it leaves me for dead. I just no game.
just-
It's
No,
over.
You
get
do
this out of my face.
You do everything in your power just to piss him off at every turn, just so he kills Quill.
Yeah, yeah. Don't think I won't. This is for Tom Holland, you piece of shit.
No, Star-Lord did nothing wrong.
Ooh.
KP.
Then next we had the DLC, some more DLC for Marvel's Avengers.
Yay. Oh
Remember
my
that-
god, yay.
Remember, this game still exists, guys.
Yep.
Hello.
Showed
Crickets.
up some Black Panther gameplay. Woot woot. And that, yeah, there's
Whatever.
that.
Really quickly, do the Avengers how differently do they play?
Fairly differently from what I've seen.
BG has played the game, so I'm asking him.
Oh, okay.
No.
Oh, okay then.
Oh,
They
no.
have outside of their abilities, you're basically just mashing a button.
I see. And it's just like I'm mashing a button for arrows, I'm mashing a button for guns, I'm mashing a button
for punch.
smash.
try. You
That
want to
sounds
clap?
fun.
There you go.
It should have been just a Kamala Khan game.
That's not selling.
I would have bought it. Because I love Miss Marvel.
That one
Get the
sale.
TV series or movie or whatever. Afterwards, everyone will be like, "Oh yeah, Miss Marvel. I've been a fan for years. Give me a game."
You know what's funny though? You say that, nobody would have bought a Miss Marvel game, but the less money they would have spent for the Avengers stuff and the marketing, they probably would have made more money doing it that way.
Licensing.
Or at least lost less money.
Not even about gaming at this point.
Just stopping the ship from sinking at this point.
So then next we had a gameplay trailer for Babylon's Fall, which I believe was that the Platinum Games game?
Yeah,
believe it was.
Yes.
it looks like their worst game ever.
Yeah, it don't look too great. I like the co-op aspect, so we'll see. But it looks very slow for a Platinum game.
Absolutely. There was one segment where I was like, oh, this looks like a Platinum gameplay. And
Mhm.
then somebody else swung.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I keep getting Fall of Babylon or whatever this game's called and Godfall mixed up with each other.
There's like 9 falls. Understandable.
Because Fall is in everyone's mind these days.
Yeah.
The Fall.
When everything opens back up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then we got
No.
stuff for Life is Strange, the updates to the
Yeah.
the remake, as well as Life is
Yeah.
Strange True Colors. DA, you were the biggest fan by far during the whole thing, so I feel like you should speak to this.
Yeah, there were women and they were doing stuff and you can feel emotions and
Psychic power of empathy. So
psychic power of empathy.
please
terribly
get it
sorry.
right.
And
TM.
you can take their feelings from them.
If you want to, which would incorporate it into your own feeling, which could hurt them in the long run.
Indeed.
Yes.
I mean, just
Clap.
the mileage on here. I'm pogging over here.
Hey, how about this? How about people play the games before they jump down my neck for getting excited for the next game?
Oh boy. And then then next up was
That would be a cool JoJo stand. You're right, Triton.
they showed
Taking
off
emotions and giving it to somebody else.
Yeah. They showed off, I believe, a bunch of re-releases for a lot of the early Final Fantasies, like 1 through 6, I think, on mobile and Steam.
Yep.
And
I can say it like that, Ezra, because It's good. Thank you. Psychic power of empathy, sir.
Then the last thing that they showed off was a debut trailer for a game from the Ninja Gaiden and Neo developer, Team Ninja. It's a Final Fantasy spin-off, and I want to say it's 3, based off of Final Fantasy 3. This was the whole...
They said it was like a pre-story, so I think it's a prequel to probably 1 or 3.
Yeah, I think it's 1.
No, it's not 1. I know it's not 1.
It's not?
Because Garland is a character in one of the, like, mid-games. And he's actually voiced in the Dissidia Final Fantasy fighting games by Chris Sabat. So he reprised his voice, I actually realize now. And it seems kind of like a hack and slash Final Fantasy 15-esque style, or Final Fantasy 7 remake, however you want to say it. Probably more actually based off of Neo, if I'm just thinking about it now, since I'm seeing the gameplay looks similar. So Souls-like. And yeah, that's coming out in 2022. Looks pretty interesting. And that was the end of their conference. So that last trailer for me was the only good thing.
Unbelievable.
The Guardians thing was just too much.
It was so long.
Don't care about Marvel. Babylon's Fall did not excite me. I have not played The Life is Strange, so I just don't care. And then
Life is Strange.
Stranger of Paradise was cool looking, but it was a cinematic. Well, there was gameplay, so sorry, there was gameplay. So a pretty good trailer. A 4? Maybe?
That's generous, sir. It's a 3. It's a hot 3. And they're lucky it isn't less.
Of all the stuff you could have announced, you chose nothing.
Instead of all the stuff that they know people are hungry for.
This is
I don't know what they were thinking with this. Like, legit, I do not know.
It was so weird. Yeah, Kill Chaos. There's a lot of chaos in that last trailer. A lot of chaos. So,
He's just a very angry man.
Especially coming off of the Xbox conference to that, it was just like, dude.
It was a legit slap in the face.
Yeah. What was going on?
They should have met up like, hey, yo, what are y'all announcing?
Mm-hmm.
Please tell us so we know what to do.
Or at the very least, they should have just canceled their conference and asked, like, Microsoft or Nintendo, somebody be like, hey, can you just show this one game? This is literally all we got.
Yeah.
Oh, we want to do the Guardians for 25 minutes.
You said we can give you 40. No, 25 is plenty. We've got a lot to show.
Show what? Padding?
It was
roll the F Guardians footage. Roll the F Guardians footage. Sir, we're out of Guardians footage. Find more.
Just loop it back. Just
make
cut
more.
It up so it looks different.
That
game comes out in like a month and a half, 2 months, and it's that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Let's see here. This one article only has 6 things from the PC gaming show. 6 coolest. What to expect.
I mean, both of these could be skipped, really.
Well,
there were a couple cool-looking indie games.
So for I guess the 6 coolest things according to The Verge, for the PC gaming show, there was Raw Men, which was like a Splatoon-looking kind of
ramen game.
Yeah. Literally, it says basically Splatoon, but with food in the article. They Always Run, which didn't look as good as some of the other.
Definitely didn't.
Side scroll. This is the one that was the music where I'm just like, this music just doesn't seem to fit. It was kind of weird. Far Changing Tides aesthetic looked really cool. It's a sequel to another game which I actually now might go check out. next Space Rebels, which was the rocket building game. What was Solstice? I'm not remembering what you were. I remember breaking through. This
It's
was
like
like yeah. This was the hack and
it
slash.
was like a hack and slash.
Yeah, it just looked a little rough. It had the little ghost girl following you around. It was pre-alpha footage, so I'm not like gonna judge it too harshly. It just like some of the animations looked a little rough, but it looked like a Souls hack and slash, what have you.
I've
And then
seen
the
people
other.
describe.
Go
Oh, I'm sorry. You go ahead. I'm done.
And then the last game that they showed off, which initially me and BG were like, but then they explained it, and now I'm really interested. Lemnis Gate.
Yeah, because originally it just looked like a regular shooter.
Yeah, it just looked like sci-fi shooter, like Apex Halo-esque looking. Like, it just was like, okay, whatever. But then they explained the concept of the game where each player plays in 25-second segments. And it's basically a shooter, a first-person shooter mixed with a turn-based RPG. So it's like, you walk out and you go and, like, throw a grenade and shoot this person. Well, the next player can go and, like, throw an object to intercept the grenade out of the way. Well, then the next person can go and, like, somehow counteract that. And it's just, like, adding this weird strategy element to a sci-fi shooter. And, like, once they explain that and we're, like, kind of explaining the different concepts, like, oh, that sounds really cool.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah,
Why didn't you show that in the trailer?
Yeah, so it's like a weird mix of D&D and an FPS. So that actually intrigued the hell out of me. Was there anything else that you guys can think of from the PC gaming show? That's only the 6 things.
I'd have to go through it again because Mike, you and me have watched like 6 hours of video game stuff today.
Truth.
So it's hard for me to just go, oh yeah, that one indie game in a showcase of 17.
Mm-hmm. And then we got to the Future Games show. Oh, also the PC gaming show had really, 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 really cringe. Oh, they showed MechWarrior 5 stuff, so sure, there's that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, this like really cringe whole skit vignette thing, which had Mika Burton, which made me sad because she's better than that. But
paycheck's a
Taylor
fucking
is too,
paycheck.
so
yeah,
that money is something.
So
it's hitting different.
Yep, there's that. Also, right at the end of it, my computer B-sodded, so that was cool.
You missed nothing.
Yep.
that's sad.
And then we had the Future Game Show, which for the most part was just a whole lot of nothing.
Ridiculous.
There wasn't very much there.
The future is whatever, people.
They showed off a new level that's going to be added to Sonic Colors, which DA almost got pissed that they B ranked.
Redo the level.
There was like a really colorful like craft RP like survival thing I don't remember the name of.
Exactly.
There was the skateboarder one. Besides
Ollie World.
Yeah. And oh. And then, so it starts off with this like indie developer dinosaur game. And I was like, all right, cool. Whatever. Instinction, yes. It was like some kind of survival game that had a whole bunch of dinosaurs in it. And then they played some other game trailer that I don't remember. And then they go with Jurassic World. I forget the
Evolution
name of Jurassic World Evolution 2. And it's just like, yo, you're following this indie dinosaur game with a trailer with Jeff fucking Goldblum giving audio
in Jurassic Park.
It's like, dude.
At the fight.
Oh man.
No taste, no tact.
Grimy was the word you used.
Yes, it was.
Oh, it was so bad. On top of that, you have Laura Bailey and Troy Baker giving their best fake excitement.
They could not give two about this material.
Yep.
Whatever.
And then like really the like most excitement that they got out of it was like when Laura Bailey just did Oma Chow for Sonic. It was like, oh, she's doing a character that she voices. That's fun. And then a little bit down the line, we have this indie dev who was talking in about this volume about his new game, and he's working on it as a solo project, and and here's the trailer. Dude, get a microphone. I respect the shit out of single devs, but
when they make a dinosaur game.
But
because
then
his too was a dinosaur game.
Because like I don't remember what it was called. It was like something Extinction, or I forget.
No. It didn't have a name. It was just called Project Ferocious right now.
Project Ferocious. So we're just like, uh-oh. What does this have? And then like we saw something that kind of looked like a dragon or something. It was like that kind of looked like a dinosaur. And then they show Brachiosauruses. We're just like, no. The gameplay looks interesting at a minimum. And again, like, I respect the shit out of one dude like that was impressive for one guy.
Yeah.
It's just that he was in a sea of dinosaurs.
They put him there. Like drown.
He's that lady from the first Jurassic World movie that gets carried away by a pterosaur only to be eaten by a mosasaur. That's him.
It got tossed around by said dinosaurs too before being eaten.
Just cruel, like
yeah. And yeah, so that is E3 so far. Xbox just fucking killed it. Like
killed it.
Yes.
No ifs, ands,
Murderized.
no ifs, ands, or buts. Definitely gonna go rewatch the Battlefield trailer. Gonna go rewatch the Halo trailer, the Other Worlds trailer. There's
so. Right before we get off the E3 thing though and clean this up, have you been hearing the quote unquote E3 leaks going on about Nintendo?
If you're about to speak on them, I'm gonna take my headphones off.
But they're not confirmed. It's all just hearsay.
Yeah. Don't care.
But I'm curious if anybody's heard anything.
I read the stuff that was posted in our Discord, but I'm not believing it until that direct happens.
Where in the Discord? Which one are we talking about?
It's probably gaming, more than likely.
Yeah, I think it was.
Good thing I muted that.
It was an image, so it wasn't.
Yeah.
You would have had to actually click on it and then click on it again.
Yeah, it's not. This isn't it. So at this time, I'm not going to say anything yet. Don't worry about it. One leak about the same thing happened a week ago now from Amazon, where they prematurely listed something on Mexico's pre-order list. And now, today, GameStop listed the same thing ahead of time with a whole infographic of trade in X to get Y. So it's kind of looking like this thing that has been being alluded to from Nintendo is almost a certainty at this point. So we'll see, but Nintendo cannot be happy with these leaks.
Oh, no one is ever happy with leaks.
But this is Nintendo. They still have the old Japanese business mindset of you dishonored me.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
so they're probably not happy.
I can almost say so. I'm reading it now. This thing won't be in the conference.
You don't think so?
Because of stuff that Nintendo
we're done.
Yeah, because of stuff that Nintendo has said about this conference. I'll say it afterwards when what have you. So that won't be there. But yeah, there's a thing in the Discord that supposedly has a whole leak schedule of the entire press conference. But again, I don't believe it until I'm actually seeing it with my eyes and it is coming out of Nintendo's mouth. Because there are too many fake leaks for Nintendo, for Smash, for.
And I have done with the leaks yet.
Oh, we never talked about it. Like I said, cool. I didn't mention anything by name.
And I have no idea.
I just talked about the scenario, not the actual thing.
I have no idea what it was you were alluding to.
Exactly, that's why. And I'm just saying, it's just like the fact that Amazon and GameStop have listed this thing with full infographics, and then minutes later pulled it down. It's just like, okay, guys. At this point, Nintendo needs to just open up and be like, hey, this happened. This sucks, but hey, here it is.
Nah, because then so many places would have to do that. Like minutes before something is shown, or an hour before something is shown, a trailer will get leaked, and it's just like, okay, that just happened. So,
leaks aside, what do we think is going to happen in the next 2 days?
So the schedule that we have is we aren't going to be streaming until Tuesday just because the other interesting press conferences align. Well, at least I'm not streaming, I should say. The other press conferences align when I'm working, so can't stream. Tomorrow at 3 is Capcom. They have a little vignette. And then on Tuesday at noon is the Nintendo Direct, which that I will be streaming. I'm just going to take my lunch break right then and there.
When is that time set again? What time is
Noon.
that?
Eastern time.
So
okay,
11 for you.
Fuck. Wait, 11 on Tuesday.
Yes.
Oh, I'll be home.
There you go.
All right, I'll be here.
You're gonna get all 4 of us then.
I'll be here for that.
Lucky you. Lucky all of you.
Oh no, Drew.
Yeah, my summer hours started. I work 4 10-hour days a week.
Can you take a lunch?
410 is
Whenever you
optimal.
410.
Do you have a scheduled lunch, or can you take a lunch whenever?
I only have a 30-minute lunch, so it's literally
Ew.
like,
What? That's trash.
what
That's
do
illegal.
what do I pick?
No, that's
True.
That's illegal, homie. You got a case.
So
Yeah, so while you all are enjoying Tuesday, which is the Bandai Namco day, I'm literally going to be sitting there just going like, I just know that if it gets announced, I don't expect it to. I'm not getting my hopes up.
You will
Yes,
hear
you are.
my
Yes, you are.
scream.
You're
You
low-key
hear
getting them
my
up. Yeah.
scream from Florida. You will hear me. You will
You're
hear
getting
me
your
at
hopes
work.
up. Don't lie. Don't lie to yourself.
It would be that
It's
scene
like-
from Dragon Ball Abridged where they could hear Vegeta scream on other planets. That's what will happen.
through time.
Through time, Daddy.
So
You think you have that bad? Imagine me. Now, who gave you your profile picture?
This is true.
Do you know who I am?
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. That's how we met. Fucking dot hack forums.
Drew,
We
Drew,
fucking
Drew,
met.
Drew will kill dogs with his screech.
No,
will.
Florida will just be nuked.
That's it. Glass, Florida.
Florida will be glassed.
All right, if I see the trailer, I'm just gonna try and call my dad real quick, tell him I love him before.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might as well.
Yeah,
I will summon an army of alligators from the swamps and be like, "It is time."
Dude. It is.
the
it is
Florida
gonna be
man.
Fuck. It is going to be a thing.
So, yeah.
It's gonna be for us at least. It'll be the equal hype of that Kingdom Hearts trailer we got way back when it first dropped.
Mm-hmm.
For
Yes.
3. It's gonna fucking ruin any time frame that comes out where this thing comes out and is releases, because it's all I'm gonna do. That's it.
That the Bandai Namco presser is at 3:30
Hack.
Eastern time.
What was that, Mike?
3:30 Eastern time. So
It's
2:30.
gonna be
Ralph.
It's gonna be awful. That's 2 hours before I get off.
Oh no.
That's gonna be agonizing.
It's gonna finish up and you're gonna have like an hour and a half left. Oh, you're gonna
Well-
have an hour left. Oh, or half an hour left. Oh no.
If there is,
And I get
go ahead.
it is a 30-minute drive from where I work to my house.
Oh no.
Whew.
So I'm either gonna come back home to nothing but Rolf just going like, Drew, look at this, Drew, look at this. Possibly Alex as well, because he knows me. And maybe even everybody in that entire server just be like, oh great, here he comes. Everybody get ready. Or just massive disappointment. I'll be like, thing or whatever from the Devolver Digital video game with the race. Unfortunately, I'm still alive.
So, yeah, for me, it's going to be if they give me some combination of both new Smash characters coming out and it being hype, and or Fighter Pass 3, and or Metroid Prime 4, and or Breath of the Wild 2 with release date, I'm going to be non-functional for the rest of my workday. Like, hey, Mike, need some help? No.
Mike, you there?
I am
There's an empty chair.
I'm emotionally unavailable.
He's ascended. That's it.
I've floated up to meet Hyrule Castle. Oh man. So yeah, give me Tuesday. I want Tuesday so bad.
You and me both.
So yeah, that'll be our next stream. Will be Tuesday. I will probably start the stream like 15-ish minutes before. And yeah. Hopefully we will see some amazingness from Nintendo. They usually put on something amazing every E3. It's not it won't be hard to get second to Xbox.
No.
There really isn't a steep competition. Really, you announce a hype Smash character and you're already there, really. Let's be honest here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, any other hopes from Nintendo? From anybody?
You didn't say the word Bayonetta, and I hate you for it.
That's true. I apologize. I like that in terms of ordering of things. That Bayonetta would be at the bottom of that, but still, give me Bayonetta 3.
You're banned.
You're banned. Oh. It's like, what else could they possibly show? Like, some people are thinking Mario Kart 9 might get announced. I've seen.
No.
Stop calling it MK9, thank you.
That's the name.
Yeah.
It's earned it.
Stop calling it MK9, thank you.
I don't know why it's so contentious with you. There's no reason for it, really. It's Mario Kart 9. There's an M, there's a K, and there's a 9. So obviously, it's going to be MK9.
No.
The one and only.
Call it Mac 9.
That's
I feel
stupid.
bad for all the kids that are going to Google it.
MAK9. Mac 9.
No. How about we? So I think I see where your problem is. There was a Mortal Kombat that came out not too many years ago that was the 9th one. So how about we call the Mario Kart MK9 and we'll call the Mortal Kombat Mach 9? Yeah, let's go with that. MOK9.
It was here first.
Nah.
Nah. But you're comparing Mortal Kombat to Mario. I think the pedigree of Mario, I think it outweighs. So MK9 is Mario Kart 9,
Mario
Mach 9.
Kart outweighs Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
The reason we have the ESRB.
Yes, that's what I think.
Aside, old man, the future is now.
The future is now. BG, let me ask you something real quick.
Yeah, sure.
Do you think that in the history of the world there has been, let's say, 2 people that lived at the same time named Frank?
Yes.
Okay, then why can they not both just be named Frank?
Because this is an abbreviation. This is not the name of either one of them.
Okay, let's just say Bill.
What about it?
That's an abbreviation of William.
Yeah. Okay, so if you had a Bill and a William, one would be Bill, one would be William.
No, they would both be Bill.
No, I'm talking about if they both existed and you knew of both of them.
Yes.
One of them would be Bill, one of them...
They would both be Bill.
Impossible.
If both of them went, I would prefer if you called me Bill. You gonna be like, nah, you
Good
William.
man.
No, that's the problem, though. Because Mario Kart isn't going, I would prefer to be MK9. It's just us making it that. So it's my own nickname of Bill. Right? Am I right? How am I not right there? It's right. Me as the friend going, hey, what's up, Bill, when your name is William, correct? So then there's my other friend, William, right there. And I'm going, hey, what's up, Bill? No. One of y'all got to be something different, right?
Because they both prefer to be called Bill.
One of them loses then.
Okay, then. One person named Albert in this world, y'all. You heard it here. And you gotta come first as well.
My ex's name was Mikaela, but I already knew a girl named Nakaya. So, my ex became K instead of Kai, and that girl was Kai.
That's anecdotal evidence, not admissible in court. Sorry.
Anecdotal evidence absolutely is.
They also
admissible
had
in court.
different names.
Yeah. But the abbreviation, I had to change it. Didn't even have a K in her name. Had AK, but not KAY. Didn't even care. Mario's more iconic, Triton. Do you want to get timed out again?
Waiting for you to see it. I was waiting for you to see it.
What is wrong with y'all?
Censorship. In this day and age.
So yes, we have. So there's Mario Kart 9. Maybe more. Oh no, they've been showing a lot just on their own for the new golf game. So I don't think they might show a little bit more, but I doubt it.
Now it's a Mario baseball game. You cowards.
They'll probably show off
baseball, you coward.
Give me another one.
They'll probably show a bit more of Mario Rabbids. Yeah, I don't know. Indies, of course, but I don't know anything else that like might be like huge off the top of my head. We shall see. Got 2 days to wait. Well, even less than 2 days to wait. All right. With that, we've been going for 2 hours now. We have been streaming. BG and I at least have been streaming for almost 12 hours at this point.
Disgusting.
At least 8 to 10. I'm a tired boy, so
big tired.
Do we have any facts?
Yeah, I was working on a project and I forgot to look up facts, and then I looked it up really quickly, and I just found this one funny, so I'm just gonna say it.
All right.
The first call made on a mobile phone was by its inventor, Martin Cooper. He called a rival to brag about his achievement. That is a petty level that I can only hope to achieve one day.
Oh yeah.
I invented something, and I'm gonna call you up on the thing I invented to go, hey, I invented this, you cuck.
Suck my balls.
You can't say that, BG.
You can if it's not derogatory to a specific member.
Why don't you come over here while you're on the phone and suck my balls? Oh wait, you can't, because I invented it, bitch.
Yeah, stay on the line while you come over here, please.
Oh, you can't. Whoops.
I can't. Hold up. Here I come.
Oh, my battery.
Let me pick up this 50-pound suitcase. All right. With that, thank you everybody for tuning into this episode of the Podcast of Stuff. I'm going to go sleep now. Bye-bye.
Yeah, you do that.
Yeah.
Laters.